Hello and welcome back to Love Married Moments, Season 2, our legacy investigation conversation, if you will.
Series.
Today we want to talk about pressed, shaken, and stirred. How do you keep your dance of love and romance popping? Now, Johnny B got a little excited when he heard that title. He's thinking about all these different quotes we could have used, but I want to start at a different place, if you don't mind. Now, John and I took a trip in February. We were really hoping to get to see the singer Kim, K-E-M. Just a smooth brother. And we made arrangements to stay with our family there. And the concert got canceled. So we were a little disappointed. I spent some time looking around trying to figure out how we could get there and just came to the conclusion it's probably not going to work out this year because the plane tickets alone were outrageous. And so we just kept it moving with some other plans and things that we have going. So in May, I had my hip replaced. Did pretty well after that. Then I determined during my convalescence that I was going to have a dumpster dropped. Now keep in mind, I can't lift or carry nothing, but I got a plan. I had a dumpster dropped. We cleaned out a good portion of the garage. Then we went down to try to clean out some space in one of our back rooms in the basement. Those young people worked, and we filled it up twice and had it taken away. And on one of those days when we finished up that level of work, dragging stuff, going through boxes and boxes of stuff, just getting cleaned up, about to rest, received a phone call that my 40-year-old daughter had a ruptured aneurysm and was being moved to a hospital in Kansas City. So John, all of our plans to get that good sleep, because I was about to get that sleep. We just downshifted, got dressed, and John drove me. And we waited there and got to talk to the doctor and understand everything that was going to be going on with her, the risks and all of that. And they were able to successfully treat the ruptured aneurysm, but also found a second one that was really small and not growing at this time that they would continue to watch. But as a result of the treatment, she had to stay in the ICU down there for 2 weeks because whatever this is that they do, it can cause what they call brain spasms, which means a stroke. And she came through that thing just great. However, the Saturday, her first Saturday there, so that was a Wednesday, her first Saturday there, my 35-year-old rode with us, and he has a history of epilepsy. He had a surgery last year, and we were prayerfully hoping that it would interrupt all the seizures that he had started having. And for 8 months, he was without a seizure. And he tells us now that the seizures have returned. They're not like they were before he had that surgery, so he still has a lot of hope. So we're there, we're visiting and having a good time, and he has a major seizure there. So he ends up spending the night at the hospital because he went to visit his sister who was in the brain ICU area. So he was on one floor in the brain section, neurology, I should say, and she was on another floor. We went back the next day and we picked him up and kept it moving. Everybody's fine. Everybody's doing well. She was released and all of that. But in the midst of all of that, I heard somebody say, well, it's a good thing this didn't happen till you retired. And my mind got to thinking, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm retired, but I'm not going to be retired working for you. I don't see your need level like that, So I reached out to one of our cousins who secretly, I don't know if it's a secret or not, I don't know if anybody else on this side knows but me, has a travel agency. And we put together a trip to go see Kim in Detroit this month. And the reason why, John, I thought it was important to do is because we started maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3, going to listen to live music. And your thing is you really want to see some of your acts before they're older and not performing at the same level or have passed away. And I I get to just go and observe the people, and I pick the outfits. He picks
the venue.
And so part of the reason I wanted to talk about this now is that in life, you're always going to have some challenges, whether they are with your immediate health, your spouse's immediate health, or family. You know, at the same time all of this was going on, we learned about three different friends, three different families of friends who have serious concerns about one of their male children. Three families, three males, who are looking at doing a lot of time in the penitentiary, depending on how the trial and things go for them. That's another level of stress, and it could really take the wind out from up under you. But you cannot stop the dance that you have going with your beloved, because this is going to be the person who drives you up and down the highway while you're coloring in an app, you know, not paying attention to anything, so that you can get there to double check that your child didn't have a stroke between the time you left them yesterday and the time you make it back today. And I just want to say thank you for all of the little things that you do for me and all of the big things that you do for me. And these are the things that make me want to go that extra mile and make sure you have your pair of cowboy boots that fit those feet you have, you know, so you can get out here and do your cowboy, you know. These are those things, these little things that you do for me that make me want to stay engaged and keep it going.
On our last episode, when we were talking about legacy, the cost, knowing how to retire and be bound together emotionally so you can enjoy those moments together, and really the independence episode, where we're looking at the society and the world we live in, and then the reality that we live in.
You mean liberty?
Yeah. Yeah. And I can't control all of that. I wish I could. I wish I could fix the world. But I figure no sense in me doing all that work. If Christ, he gave us salvation. He didn't fix it. He paid the debt for sin, but he didn't eliminate sin. So we have to learn to live in that. And the best place that I can control that is with you. I don't have to fight to love you. I don't have to fight to be present. I don't have to fight you. Our natural response is when one of us needs something, it's no question, there's no discussion, we just get up and go. And I could not see myself not being with you, whatever the situation or wherever you went. I just couldn't see it. It's a natural response for me. Just like seek ye first the kingdom of God. That's a natural response. A natural response. Husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. And that the pay for me is being with you. And then I also noticed the pay for everybody else around us is us being together, us showing up. And so yeah, that was a lot. Talk about pressed, shaken, and stirred. And at the end of that, still saying, oh, but there was something we wanted to do for one another. And we didn't get a chance to do that. So I'm not, even though we're helping y'all, we're out here doing this for everybody else that needs us, we don't forget about one another. Mm-hmm. You can't buy that. You can't script it. We either got it or we don't. And if you don't have it at your latter years, it's hard to develop it. That you're my natural response to want to be with.
I was somewhere, I think we were at a group meeting in Manhattan, and I don't remember where I was. The question was, how do you know? And my response was, for me, I knew that you were special because I wanted to be a better person because of you. And I recently met with a couple who I suspect have a lot of underlying issues. And his response, and I'll have an opportunity to help them unpack that a little more and decide what it really means. But his response was, I just want to be a better person in this relationship with her. Mm-hmm. He said, this didn't seem to matter in my other relationship. It matters in this one. Mm-hmm. And so I think if you are able, even when all of that's going on, to remember the why of how you came to be.
The why.
Or, I just feel better with you. At the end of the day, I'm getting to the best part of the day. I don't care if I didn't make it out the basement at all that day with my lack of schedule self, As long as I get to finish the day up, pestering you. He lets me talk for him when we're watching shows. And then sometimes he says, no, you can't talk for me on this one. But I'm still talking for him. Those little things.
Yeah.
It really makes a difference. And I just want you to know I really appreciate you and I love you. And I thank you. I have no idea what that ride, even that information, may have stirred for you around Jonelle's loss. Mm-hmm. Because when we got to Jonelle, she was not awake. Mm-hmm. And we did not get to have an awake conversation with her. Mm-hmm. And so, I'm saying to you, I know you have things on your list I can drive myself. And you're saying, nope, let me check this off the list. Won't be doing this. We got to get there.
Yeah. And it happens more naturally for me now than it did with some losses in my life. But now my natural response in those type of situations is to help, is to go. So it's not a trigger of pain, and as much as it is, my pain prepared me. Mm. So I'm in a better place now and plus, that's my daughter and my son. I have a blended family.
You really do a good job of that.
I don't have just my biological kids. I have other children that love me and expect me to show up. And that's a pay for me. To hear Farron call me dad and will get attitude about it. Someone challenges her on it as if, no, well, who's these people in the room? My mom and my dad. And I'm thinking, what would it have been like if I wasn't there? Because she wants to say that. Mm-hmm. And so I went there for her and you and me and Jonelle and Jonetta and my mama and my brother. I show up because they taught me how to show up. Mm. And
bless.
It's all love. This part I can control. The world outside, I can't control that. But it's a beautiful thing, Toy, to come home and know, yeah, you the best part of my day. So it's mutual. Well,
we'll be popping our romance in Detroit, Michigan at the end of August with Kim. I am going to email him and let him know, brother. This show better go through because we got a little more money on the line.
And Kim, we would like some backstage passes, so we could talk to you about what your music means to us. And we'll know that you actually seen us.
Yeah, you need to, if you don't even come out there, you need to say, what's up, Johnny B? Johnny B in the house.
And we're going to be at the Aretha Franklin
Arena. Yeah, that's
in
cool.
Detroit, Michigan.
That's real cool.
And what's cool about that, and this is back to the retirement part and some earlier episodes that we had talked about this, that we are having this moment of retirement together where we could do stuff like, why are you going to Detroit? Because we want to go see a concert of someone that we really like that we didn't get to see when he was coming to St. Louis. Mm-hmm. And have that ability to just do that. Mm-hmm. Well, do it 2 or 3 days and get some respite and then come back here to the work. So I thank you for all you do. I look forward to what colors we're going to wear. And just like I look forward to you sometimes saying, are you going to wear that? You really going to put that? I know how to dress myself. I don't need nobody telling me, does this match? I love it all. I love it all. I love you. I love that it connects, we connect, and what we're offering people is authentic. And can't the world, ways, the devil, none of that can take this away from us.
Thank God. So God gave it to us.
Yeah.
And on the way out the door, we simply want to say thank you again to Deanna Noel, who has sponsored the last 4 of these episodes for us through her in-home daycare center, Heartstrings. I was going to say Love Strings, it's Heartstrings.
Yeah, a lot of love in that heart, though.
Established probably 21, 22, 23. I don't know how old my sweetness is, but by the time he was 3 or 4.
So over 2 decades, she's
Definitely
been in
that.
business.
Definitely that. Thank you, Deanna.
Thank you, Deanna. Thank you for viewing us, and we'll see you again next time.
Actually, we'll be moving on to season 3, so there'll be a little bit of a break. And well, how you gonna get out here and do all this in the world and this too? You gotta have a little break to get out here.
Did I get the award?
No, I'm not. And we will keep you posted. And thank you so much for tuning in with us and talking to us and even giving us feedback. We hope that we have adequately implemented some of the choices and things, some of the information that you gave us. This is not just for married folks. It's for single folks waiting on their beloved.
Yeah. Managing life.
Any relationship.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
May God bless you and keep you.
See you next season.